Some women leave an impact so intense that forgetting them feels impossible. Today, discover the 7 dark Sigma female traits that echo long after she walks away. There is something about Sigma females that just lingers in people's minds, an energy that is mysterious, sharp, and absolutely impossible to replicate. She doesn't chase attention, yet eyes sharpen whenever she enters a room. She doesn't demand respect, yet people instinctively give it to her. And although her presence feels calm, her impact is powerful, almost unsettling. While others might rely on charm, beauty, popularity, or loud confidence, the Sigma female stands completely apart. She carries a silent authority that reveals itself not through her words, but through her behavior. Some people find this magnetic, others find it intimidating. But everyone, and I mean everyone, remembers it. Today, we're diving deep into the 7 dark traits that make Sigma females so unforgettable, traits that often go completely unnoticed until someone crosses her, underestimates her, or tries to control her. Now, these aren't evil qualities. Think of them as the raw, unfiltered sides of her strength that shape her into the rare woman she truly is. Let's begin. First up, trait number 1. Her silence cuts deeper than anger. Silence is a weapon that many people just can't understand, but the Sigma female wields it with absolute precision. When she's hurt, disrespected, or disappointed, she doesn't explode or start an argument. She simply withdraws, and that quiet hits so much harder than any confrontation ever could. Think about it. Most people speak to be heard. She speaks only when it's truly necessary. Most people will beg for closure after a conflict. She creates her own. Most people are terrified of being forgotten. She walks away without a second of hesitation. Her silence forces the other person to look inward. It exposes their mistakes, their guilt, their own insecurities. It becomes a mirror, and many people don't like what they see. This is exactly why so many people feel uneasy around her. They never know what she is truly thinking, and that mystery alone is what makes her unforgettable. Her silence isn't empty. It's filled with judgment, decision, and finality, and that is a terrifying power. Next, trait number 2, she reads intentions before words are even spoken. The Sigma female's intuition is unsettlingly accurate. She doesn't just observe what's happening around her, she reads people. She feels their energy, she picks up on their tone, she senses their hidden motives and their inconsistencies. She notices the tiny details that others dismiss, and because of this, she forms conclusions long before someone reveals their true intentions. Someone gives her a fake compliment? She senses it instantly. They have a hidden agenda. She's already caught it. Someone is trying to manipulate her. She disarms it before it even begins. People often describe her as someone who just knows, and because she sees so deeply into others, they can't forget the way she made them feel exposed without ever raising her voice or confronting them directly. It's like she has an X-ray for the soul, and that feeling of being seen, truly seen, for all your hidden motives, is something you never forget. This brings us to the 3rd dark trait. Her detachment is stronger than her emotion. This is arguably one of her darkest, most powerful traits. She can detach from people she loves, truly loves, if the connection becomes unhealthy or disrespectful. This isn't because she lacks emotion, quite the contrary. It's because she refuses to be controlled by it. She can walk away from long-term friendships, serious relationships, or even entire environments that fail to match her standards of respect and authenticity. She doesn't cling. She doesn't beg. She doesn't hold on out of fear or nostalgia. When the Sigma female chooses herself over a bond, that decision is final. There are no second chances. There are no long, drawn-out explanations. And that level of emotional discipline leaves a permanent, unforgettable mark on anyone who once had access to her world. They're left wondering how someone who seemed to care so much could just turn it off. The answer is, she didn't turn it off. She just valued her own peace more. Moving on to trait number 4. She has a dangerous level of self-sufficiency. Most people in this world depend on someone emotionally, financially, or socially. It's natural, but Sigma females? They rely on themselves first, last, and always. And this fierce independence can be incredibly intimidating, even threatening to some. She sets her own goals. She creates her own path. She holds her own life together without needing validation or support from anyone else. This kind of radical self-sufficiency makes her unforgettable, because it completely breaks social expectations. People just aren't used to a woman who doesn't need them, who doesn't crave their approval, who stands with unshakable stability no matter who stays or who leaves her life. This trait is powerful. But it's also dark, because the more self-sufficient she becomes, the harder it is for anyone to truly get close to her. Her walls are high not to keep people out, but to see who is willing to climb them, and most aren't. Number 5 is a big one. She sees through romantic illusions. Sigma females are what you might call romantic realists. They can feel deeply, they can love passionately, but they don't fall for dreams, sweet words, or temporary passion. She analyzes a person's consistency far more than their charm. She can love with her whole heart, but she will never lose her clarity. She can be vulnerable, but she will never be blind. She can give affection freely, but she will never surrender her identity for someone else. Many people find it incredibly frustrating that they can just sweep her off her feet with the usual games or grand gestures. It doesn't work on her. She demands authenticity, loyalty, and emotional maturity, and she will accept nothing less. And when someone inevitably fails to meet those high expectations, she remembers it. But more importantly, they remember her. They remember her as the one they couldn't fool. Let's talk about trait number 6. She is unapologetically honest. Her honesty is pure, and because of that, it can sometimes be brutal, sometimes uncomfortable, but it's always undeniable. Sigma females do not sugarcoat the truth. They don't twist their words just to seem polite. They have zero interest in protecting fragile egos with fake reassurance. Her truth can expose the lies people have been telling themselves for years. Her truth can shatter illusions. Her truth can inspire a complete transformation. Or it can breed deep resentment. There's really no in between. Some people admire her for it. Others fear her for it, but absolutely no one forgets her for it. She is that rare woman who speaks what others only dare to think, sees what others try to hide, and admits what others are too afraid to deny. Her honesty is a force of nature. And finally, the 7th and most impactful dark trait. She leaves the moment she realizes her worth isn't respected. This final trait is the reason so many people regret losing her. The Sigma female gives her loyalty, her devotion, her effort, and her depth, but only to those who have truly earned it. She stays when she is valued and respected, but the very moment she senses disrespect, manipulation, or emotional laziness, she disconnects without hesitation. And what makes her unforgettable is not the goodbye itself, it's the massive empty space she leaves behind. It's only in her absence that people finally feel the weight of her presence. It's only when she's gone that people realize just how rare her presence was. It's only then that they understand they will not find another one like her. Her departure isn't just an ending. It's a lesson. And for many, it's a lesson they never fully recover from. Sigma females aren't unforgettable because they try to be. They're unforgettable because their very presence changes people. They reveal truths, they raise standards, and they leave an imprint that time simply cannot erase. Some will admire them, some will fear them, some will obsess over them long after they're gone. But one thing is absolutely certain: no one ever forgets a Sigma female who crossed their path, even for just a moment. If you enjoyed this deep breakdown of Sigma psychology, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. And always remember, never underestimate a woman who walks alone by choice. Thanks for watching.